Alrighty, welcome back to the stream once again, and welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. So, let me check, is this still installed? No, that's right, I uninstalled the mod. Ha! I forgot to do that. That's fine, doesn't matter too much. Anyway. Yeah, it's just a precaution. Every time I stop streaming, if I have a mod installed, I just uninstall it because I don't want an update to break stuff. So, anyway, enough of that. Ba-bum. Bum, bum, ba-bum. Oh, I got the achievement of Flame. What was that for? Most recent. What is this? It's taking a minute. You all achievements. Okay, what is... You found love in the midst of the war with the Abyss. Ah, okay. Anyway. It's time. As of right now, there is exactly one thing left to do that I've left undone, which is find Alderpash's phylactery. I don't care. Last steps, launch the final assault on the Threshold Fortress, and refuge from the present. A quest I cannot do on this playthrough. So before anything else, we're just going to go in here real quickly, hit level 20 as a Vivisectionist. Thank you very much. And look at these stats. And look at these. Look at all this. Why am I not getting more skill ranks? I should have 6. See, athletics, mobility, persuasion, lore, nature. There we go. Everything has been leveled up a little bit. I should get severe boosts to these now. And anyway, we're going for fast healing. Because fast healing's great. Preserve organs, I suppose. Weakening wound. And spell. Legendary proportions. That looks good. I feel like the dragon thing doesn't work. All skills become class skills. If you have less ranks and skill in your thing, you gain a bonus up to that number. Yeah, so... +9. So am I getting a +9 bonus on this, like, origin? I'm not. I'm getting a +7 from my wisdom being that high. But I'm not getting anything for this. Actually, speaking of which, I can take this off. Because I don't need this headband of mental perfection anymore. I mean, I can use it. Really, I need... Oh, I'm not wearing a belt. That explains it. I'm not wearing a belt. Belt of Constitution. Giant Strength. Dexterity, Constitution. Is someone using a +6 strength belt? 4, 6 dex, Constitution, physical flow, strength, dex, strength, Constitution, strength, Constitution, Constitution +6. Someone using the strength belt right now? Are you using the strength belt? No. Sela? Yeah, that was it. Let's take that off of you. And put it onto you. It was There we go. Now my strength is a 28. Inspire wisdom, learn charisma, wise negotiator, vast intelligence. Comthier's wisdom, great connect diadem. I'm a little annoyed it's gonna take that. Oh, no, it is boosting my strength. Okay, good. Okay, Shroud of the Eternal Hunger. It seems fine. Oh, and I could put the Boots of the Freest Rain on. There we go. Alright, that looks good. So, here's what's going to happen. For the final encounters, I am not going to be taking any of my party members into that fight. Or my normal party members, I should say. Because this has nothing to do with any character I have on my team. Last time I went in there, I brought a full team of normal party members. None of them said anything. It was just me interacting with whatever was going on. So, I am going to be bringing along Tarkus the Mad, Cap Drago, and where's the other one? Gwen Goldenheart, and I guess Nenyo and Ember. I don't know why you're level 13. Why are you level 13? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why are they level 13? I don't understand what's going on with that. Anyway, point is, I don't have anything else to do anymore, so we're just heading off into the final combat. So actually, before I forget, let's grab some equipment out of here and equip some people. Tarkus, I believe, uses Greatsword. Yeah, he's using a Fang of Malice, which is actually pretty decent. Yeah, this is basically a +5 weapon as is. So Fang of Malice will work there. Inventory. Belt of Mighty Constitution. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. Headband Inspired Wisdom. I can give you a better headband. There you go. Better headband. Critical hit. Saving throws. Ring protection. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. Right, because this one was going for a... This is going for an Intimidate sort of build, right? Yeah, Persuasion. If I remember correctly, if I go to Martial, or if I go to Class? No. Yes. Spell Pen, Vital Strike, Selective Channel, Skill Focus, Metamagic Bolster, Power Attack. Weapon Focus. Got Greater Vital Strike for free out of that. Focus. Proficiencies. Gorham. Good old Gorham. Right, so this was Vital Strike into that. So I can also probably go for Crit Improvement to get that bonus up. I don't remember if this also had Intimidate alongside. I feel like it probably did. Anyway, Natural Honor +3. 6, wow. Yeah, here I have a +4. We got Full Plate. I have better Full Plate than that already. +5 full plate. Got tower shield, this thing. I got barding. I'm going to pull that out as well. So here we have all these weapons. Unavoidable drill. Where's my scimitar? I don't know where my scimitar is. There it is. Oh, wait. No, I don't even need that. I have Dawnflower's Kiss someplace. Don't I? Dawnflower's Kiss. There we go. Anyway, Tarkus, you're gonna get... I'm not gonna put you on the full plate +5. Did I not pick up the adamantine full plate just now? Adamantine full plate +2. Beacon of Carnage. Weight in ascending order. Full plate. Enhancement +3. Let's go with that one. Actually, where is... It was on my skeleton. And it was called... It's the one where it gives fast healing when you get attacked. From steps. I don't remember which one it was. It might be on somebody already. Probably is. Alright, anyway. Tarkus the Mad. You're gonna just get this nice +3 full plate. Got this thing. Suffers elemental damage, you deal extra damage. Okay, extra persuasion. Any other rings, perhaps? Ah, hello, Extrovian. How are you doing? I'm doing alright, and how about yourself? Also, you have redeemed a Dunk Lunkum quote. Would you like a quote from me to put out there? Sorry I didn't see your message. I was a bit busy in the, I was a bit busy doing the old, I was looking at character build stuff. Anyway, yes, hi. Long time no see, I feel like. So, I want to get... it's not Desk, it's... God, I'm trying to... my brain's frying. It's Audition. Adobe Audition. But yeah. My holidays have been going alright. How about you? How about your stuff? And also your life in general? Right, well, that's loading up. I can... Yeah. Ah, okay. I gotcha. Summoned. Spell. Okay, weapon training. Let's... Oh. Anyway, so, quote. Let's open this thing up. Alright, so.
Hello. Okay. Have a very holly jolly holiday. 4 L's.
Let me see what else. How about...
Have a holly jolly Christmas, or this boot's going up your ass.
There you go. That should do it. Yeah, I think it works out relatively well, all things considered. Oh, this lands until the next rest. Holy shit, I never read that. That's really good. Oh my god, that's really good. Okay, so that's gonna be you. How about Gwen? Gwen Goldenheart. Who are you? Alright, that's Cap Dragos. You're currently wearing +4 full plate. Oh, that's even better. I can just give you the +5. And you could take the +4. There you go. You're using a Divine Protector. There you go. You've got Abrupt Force, which is a +1 Scimitar. Would you like a +4 or +5? +5. And let's see. Oppressor's Gloves. Ah, this is the one who is doing Intimidate. Okay, so you... I'm going to take this cloak off of you. You're going to get this cloak instead. Okay, so you can get just a cloak, that's ranged. Do that. What am I wearing? +5? Get that +6 on there. Okay, so you got the Intimidate. I want to get your... Jesus Christ, how's your strength at a 1? Oh, how did I do... What? Oh, I don't know how that's happening. Sure, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just give you a headband of charisma and wisdom if possible. There, that'll do. I don't know what to make of this. +2 Dex and Constitution. I wish I could get Strength and Dex, but I just don't have any of those. Huh? This character's broken. I don't understand what happened. I don't know what happened to this character. Something broke on this character real bad. There you go. Mask and most worthy. That's probably better, actually, because then I get DR and stuff, but like, what the fuck, man? Oh, Intimidation Mobility. Even better. Even better. Okay, I'm currently wearing that thing, so I don't need the natural armor. In that case, you can get the natural armor bonus. That's not the one. Oh, actually, that's fine. That's actually perfectly fine. Sitting at 33 AC currently. Let's give you Boots of Free Reign. You can't wear Braces of Armor. Are there any shirts I can give you? I go under this, maybe? I don't know. Rings. Go with this, and I'll put the other ring on... I don't think you need that one. Actually, you can probably get a ring of protection. Do I have any of those? Yes, I do. Right there. So AC is now 39. You know, let's take that one off and get this one all around defense. 39 AC. Those shirts are currently sitting in my inventory, so I can't do anything with that. That's probably fine. All right, Cap Drago. You're currently using a shock short sword and the Malady, which is a +1 short sword. Do I have any short swords I can give you from my stash here? Wait. S-Stock, Dueling Sword, Bastard Sword of Hope, the Blitz Cut. Grab that one. Klavjitska, which is not particularly good. Here are those two. Okay, so you are gonna get +2 shock short sword, +1 finesse wielding. There we go. You don't need dex, so I'm probably gonna want to get some decent armor on you as well. Don't use that one though. It's Mr. Fred, that's Sila's horse. Oh, there's that belt. I was wondering where that was. There we go. That's good shit. Yeah, Belt of Thunder is charging. And you can get this one, I guess. Whatever. Armor. You're not going to wear this, but your thing here might. Can't be equipped, can't be equipped, can't be equipped. Got it. Alright. Let's leave that for the moment then. You're currently wearing Expedition boots. Athletics, mobility. Let's get you a better cloak of resistance. There you go, better cloak. You want strength. Strength and con, actually. So take that one off. Let's give this to you. Strength and constitution. Armor. I think you can use whatever, so let's get another armor type out of here. Adamantine breastplate. Let's go with Beacon of Carnage. That seems like that might be good. There we go. AC is still at 20. Plus 10 from Beacon of Carnage. Well, it only went up from there. Got it. Ring of Protection, plus 5. Oh, Merry Christmas, Phil. How are you doing? Enjoying your Christmas Day vacation? It's going alright. A lot of traveling around, a lot of running around, but generally speaking, pretty alright. That's good to hear. Actually, that ring off Tarkus. That ring on you. And Tarkus can get the knockback ring instead. There we go. Yeah, the traveling's not too bad, all things considered. It's just like, it's a lot. Which one was it? It was this one. Yes. 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 It's coming together. Let's get a big amulet of natural armor on there for defense. We got 31 AC on you now. And what else? Yeah, that would do it too. Thankfully, Omicron's not too big of a problem where I am at the moment. For now. Put a big ol' asterisk next to that one. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. Can I put brace of armor on you? Oh my god, I can. 41 AC. It's got higher AC than her. Okay, I think that basically takes care of everything here. So now it's level up time. Critical greatsword. Oh, Christ. Well, hopefully you and your family don't catch that. Hopefully nobody does, but Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Yeah, boy, I know that. Ugh. Well, good time to just, like, not leave your house, right? Just literally don't leave. Ah, okay. So it could be worse. Okay, enduring spells, great enduring spells, vital strike mythic, spell pen mythic. Do I even have? I do have bolster. I have heard good things about Synthetic Legion Rising, although I haven't really been too interested in it. Because it looks okay, but I just haven't been, like, interested. But it might be worth a try. Oh, God, that much. Yeah, well, at the very least, Omicron seems to be much weaker than normal COVID. So, like, if you have it, you're not gonna have terrible issues. But it still could be better by not existing. Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough. So it's good, but it's not that great, but you can't complain for the price. Okay, Tarkus is set. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know why she doesn't even have a mythic stuff upgrade. Oh, she does. What? Alright, no worries. I'll probably be here. It's unclear, actually. Okay, so something weird happened with that, character. I don't know what's going on there. I just don't understand what's happening there. Like, I should not be doing that. Yeah, well, sounds good. Let me know how it is. Do I have this feat already, actually? No, I don't. Let's just grab that for short swords then. There we go. I may also be confusing Synthetic Legion Rising with other stuff. Like, I know it's a roguelike, but I'm confusing it with, like, a top-down sort of, like, action game. But maybe that is the game. I don't know. I have double slice already. I don't know. Desert, I guess. Oh, do I have outflank? No. How about back to back? Okay, well that takes care of all those characters you need to level up. Then I guess let's get Nenyo taken care of real quick. I need 2 levels for this one, thankfully. Two spells, Clashing Rocks and Heroic Invocation. Finally, Trickster. There we go. So now, oh, right, you get mythics. Wait a minute, do you have spells? Because you're a ranger. Yeah, you do get spells. Okay. So we're going with enduring spells here. And that. It looks good. Got a animal companion to level now as well. Getting a feat. Let's see, we picked up what so far? Power attack, outflank, coordinated maneuvers. Back to back. 16. So, I guess boost this dex up a bit. Actually, my strength is still high, but dex is fine too. Fencing Grace. No, my strength is higher. I still have Shar on my list here for some reason. Guess I do have Bull Rush. Alright. Yeah, I got regular Bull Rush. So I might as well grab regular Bull Rush. Alright. That takes care of that, and then Nenyo and Ember. Nenyo, you're just gonna grab... You got Enduring Spells, Great Enduring Spells, Best Jokes, Abundant Casting. Greater Abundant Casting for more spells. An Ember. Stigmatized Witch. Level that up. Arcane Focus might be useful. Mind Blank. 8th level spell. 8th level spell. Frightful Aspect. That actually is good. 9th level spell. Well, the Banshee. Okay, so I get Great Hexes now, or Grand Hexes. I get Animal Servant. Turn a humanoid enemy to an animal and rob of its free will. Yes, please. Then for this... Dominate monster, power word kill, hold monster mass. How about... That's rounds per level. How about... Let's go with Dominate Monster. Now for her mythic stuff, we have Greater Enduring Spells. Okay, we have Greater Enduring Spells, Ascend Element Electricity, Bolstered Meta Magic, Improved Abundant Casting, Greater Abundant Casting. And that's that. Okay, now for the long part. As if that wasn't long enough. Get Tsunami for free on that. Energy Drain, Summon Monster. When's a Vengeance? Why not? Here, Hard Wilting we get for free. Storm Bolts. Firestorm. Summon Monster 8. Disintegrate for free. It's pretty good. Wait a minute, I get Meta Magic for these. I'm not even gonna... I don't even want to at this point. I've got so much stuff. Can I Meta Magic Tsunami? I can Meta Magic Tsunami. I don't have favored Meta Magic. So never mind. Okay, that we've got Cold Ice Strike, Destruction, Hellfire Ray, Flame Strike. No, don't need Camille True Seeing. Let's go with the Raised Dead. Why is this bolstered? How does that work? Flame Strike, Elemental Assessor, Bone Shatter. Raised Dead, just in case. I don't even need that on this difficulty. Righteous Might. Life Bubble. Crusader's Edge. Protection for Energy Communal. Searing Light. Weapon. It's good. Ball Strength. Bear's Endurance. Owl's Wisdom. Eagle's Splendor. Don't need that magic weapon. I can go with Firebelly. Stunning Barrier. There we go. Looks good. Alright. You have spells. You have greater enduring spells now, so I don't need to cast multiple of these. I can go with one. Lead Blades, Longstrider, Magic Fang. Acid Fang. Feather Step. Aspect of the Falcon is ranged attacks. Second level, we got Bear's Endurance, Aspect of the Bear, Bark Skin, Effortless Armor, Owl's Wisdom. Okay, Animal Aspect Greater, Magic Fang Greater, Long Strider Greater. Take Long Strider off of here then. Put in Resist Energy. Featherstep Mass, Chameleon Stride Greater. I don't need that to begin with. Let's go with Instant Enemy. Aspect to the Wolf. It's round per level. Animal Growth. And freedom movement. Let's go with that. And that's all you got because you're a 4th level caster. Nenyo! Jeez, you got a lot of spells to fill. Look at all this. Look at all this cast! Ah, it's so good. Oh man, I can just fill this up with weird if I want. I can just fill this up with weird. Do you have any meta magic? You have heightened. There you go. Look at all these spells, though. Look at all these spells. Look at all these spells! I'll take a couple of those out of Shadowy Implications. There we go. I don't think I need that many Phantasmal Killers. Let's get some Fireballs in there, though. It's good. That looks good. That looks good. God, this is ridiculous. And Ember, you have whatever you want, really. Okay, that takes care of that nonsense. Everyone take a nap.
Nenyo, you've got a fast pair of legs on you. That's a real compliment coming from me. Sometimes even I struggle to keep up with you, and I was always one of the fastest runners back with the Thieflings.
Experiments facilitate the development of this skill.
Thanks, Danielle. Oh! Haliceliux's face contorts with grief. I was afraid this would happen. Blood has been spilled between dragons and mortals. One of your warriors boasted of his victory over a dragon corrupted by chaos who joined the demons. My kin, the dragon Veluxius, heard him and recognized the name of the defeated dragon as one of her children. The knight's proud words cut her to the quick. Veluxius demanded silence from the mortal, but he refused. Sir Clefton, that was his name, bore his own share of suffering. Before he died, Veluxius' son slew 2 of Sir Clefton's brothers. The pain borne by both Veluxius and Sir Clefton is too great, and they were unable to find a better way to express it than to challenge one another. Now both the brave Sir Clefton and the good Veluxius are dead. They exchanged 2 blows, then they both fell to the ground lifeless. And now Dresden is torn apart by unrest. Mortals prepare to take up arms against dragons, while dragons spread their wings to ascend into the sky to unleash their fire on mortals. If you do not intervene, this night will be the last night of the crusade. Copper dragons recruited. Dragon Slayers recruited. All dragons gain the Defender of Mortals feat. +2 against demon units and -2 against everything else. We should mourn our losses together, not fight over them. The dragon breathes a sigh of relief. You've done the right thing. May Apsu bless you for your wisdom. Mortals are too used to seeing us as monsters, and dragons view mortals as unimportant, short-lived ephemera. But with your wisdom, we will learn to respect each other. Forgive me, but I must hurry to share your word with everyone. I'll return once the embers of discord have been extinguished. Sounds good, dude. Okay, let's manage Crusade Affairs. I don't think there's anything to manage. I literally don't think there's anything to manage, but it's faster than taking a nap. And I can just skip like a couple days. Okay, rank up. Nothing to do there. Development. Doesn't matter. Economy. Donation, slave trade. Command. Relics. If I wanted to do anything with Face Sealer's Mask, which I don't really care about, because I've basically got everything set. Anyway, so, don't have the ability to look at any of the future troubles that'll be spreading about with Haliceliax and the dragons, but I'm sure there's going to be some. That is unimportant, though. The important part is it's time to go. The time has come to depart. I'll make a save right here. And call it Dragon D's Nuts to Threshold. And this is when we end the game. There we go. That was weird. I don't know why there was a body that just fell to the ground, but whatever. Hello, loot boxes. How are you doing today? Having a good holiday, I hope. Oh, God, now she can level up. Holy Christ. Alright, well, fighter time it is. Alright, bonus combat feat. We're going Dazzling Display, Power Attack, Cornigan Smash. So we're going for... I don't know where your stats are currently. .20 strength. So we probably do want to go with... do this. Do you have Intimidating Prowess already? Good. Okay, shield focus, improve critical, cleave, cleaving finish. Let me see. Do I have, I have improved cleaving finish, though, right? Yeah, so I don't need those. You get shower defenses. So I already have improved critical for Scimitar, yeah. Yeah, acquired ability. I don't actually need this, because I'm pretty sure at level 20, fighters get the ability to automatically confirm. Yeah, automatically confirm all critical threats. And damage multiplier increased by 1. Oh, outflank. I should definitely get outflank. I already have weapon focus. I don't have weapon specialization, though. What? Oh, I do. I actually do have them already. I also have greater weapon focus. So, Dreadful Carnage, Showered Defenses, and I have both of those. Showered Defense is right there, and Dreadful Carnage is someplace. Yeah, there it is. What else? What else can I get? Leaving Finish. I've got combat reflexes. Do I have combat reflexes? I don't think I have combat reflexes. Nobody else has it, so I can't use this. But what about... Critical focus. Do I have skill focus already? I could get skill focus persuasion. And finally, weapon mastery, scimitar, and a bonus feat. So, what critical feat should I get? Let's see. Critical hit, permanently blinded, sickened, stagger, tiring. Let's go with staggering. Because I can't get exhausting critical out of this. But most importantly, this one, even on a successful fort save, will only reduce the duration to 1 round. Okay, Unrelenting Assault, Inspirational Leader. Let's go with that. Dazzling Display Mythic. Power Attack Mythic's not bad. Dazzling Mythic. Mythic Dazzling Display. No, we're going last stand on this. Okay. I think that's actually good. I think we're good. Alrighty. Alright. In that case, let's go. Boom, ba-da-da-dum. Okay, so let's, you're gonna have to readjust my, my party layout a little bit here.
After breaking the blockade of the demon armies and defeating Deskari, the Crusade forces close in on the Threshold Fortress. The place where 100 years ago, the first rift between the planes was opened. The place where this story will end.
Yes. The commander himself marching at the head. Let them come. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Alright, so we got a bit of a mess here to deal with. Alright, so first off, I'm in the front with Tarkus. Or no, I'm not at the front. Gwen's at the front with Tarkus. I'm here. Drago's there. Then we got these two in the back, offering support.
Are we ready to move out?
Forgot to prepare that spell.
We'll
Oh
make
well.
things right.
Alright, Mind Blank Communal up. Prideful Aspect is personal range. Alright. Legendary Proportions. Well, let's first do this. Okay, Heroism, greater.
Esmo, Axe, yes, Ala, Swa, down, Ala, Swa, down, Ala, Swa, down.
See invisibility.
There, almost.
Mage armor up.
Esmo, Axe, yes,
Okay, enlarge person on Drago.
Ba, Air, Riti. Ba, Air, Riti.
Gwen. And Tarkus the Mad. And Tarkus the Mad.
Ba, Air, Riti.
Alright, and then do this.
Ba, Air, Riti.
There we go.
I'm always open to
Nenyo.
ideas.
Cast this on yourself.
Esmo, Axe, yes.
Full strength here.
Ba, Air, Riti. Ba, Air, Riti. Ba, Air, Riti. No, Air, Oro.
Okay, we got this.
We should move. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi
Oh,
Travisi.
that casts on yourself. Interesting.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Manishirim Sukino. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
Okay, which one am I getting? I'm getting Perception, Fort, Mobility, Speed, Trickery, Stealth.
Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayana. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
Okay, now Tarkus.
Waiting bores me.
Yeah, whatever. How long does this last? Minute per level?
Avronda Gratior.
Winds of Vengeance. These are all offensive. These are all offensive. These are all offensive.
Adayana.
Life bubble, 'cause why not? Right. Ooh.
Inimosi Travisi.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I'm just not gonna use that spell.
Inimosi Travisi.
Okay, now this is primary hand, secondary hand.
Inimosi Travisi.
Rage. Magical vestments, armor.
Inimosi Travisi.
Soundburst, arrow law. It's rounds per level.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Aporane Sentes.
There we go. Takes care of all that.
I prefer the company of me, myself, and I.
Ona Adayana. Inimosi Travisi.
Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. There we go.
Inimosi Lisana.
Wrong spell.
Inimosi Travisi. Manishrim Sukina.
Yeah, it's fine.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
All right. With that, we are now buffed up to the nines. We should be able to just walk through any combat that's about to happen.
Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
So let's go. Hey, look, it's the Hell Knights. Yeah. You want to attack anything anytime now, buddy? All right, who's next? It's... Oh, it's Erebeth and the Redeemed, maybe?
My gift to you.
Hey guys, how are you?
Follow me.
You're the most heroic of heroes we've ever seen, Commander. Thank you. I know I am. What are you? The spirits of our ancestors are watching. Hey, look, it's the people from Winter Sun. Those assholes. Oh, and it's Order of Pyre? And there's the storyteller. Look at Drago go! Look at him go! There's a Galu back here too. How about that? Alright folks, let's go. Hey look, it's Arsino! Fighting these things by themselves. Oh no! We have... is that... Wait, is that the Inquisitor? No, it's Galfrey. Oh, hey. have...
Losing my temper.
I just want to see something. Do you have channel... You channel negative energy to heal undead. I feel like somebody's still bleeding. It's fine. Hi, Galfrey.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Yeah, I need an unbiased casting of haste here.
Move aside.
Fear me, demons! Oh, shit! It's Terendelev! Terendelev and... who's that? Oh, Hal's here! Nice! Okay, that's pretty rad, actually. Wow, Tarkus didn't die from that, but got close. You guys want to hit this fucking Vivacia? Oh, there goes Tarkus. That's unfortunate. What was with that? What was that about?
Dear guest on my doorstep, please do come in. You have been long awaited.
Hey, what's up with you, Areelu? You seem a bit unhinged.
Nothing at all.
Let's talk. We don't have to resolve everything with bloodshed.
We will talk. I promise. But not here. The path to your souls and the world womb's healing demands my death. The accursed threshold prison where everything began must be where everything comes to an end. So I invite you in once again. Cross this threshold. I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the fortress, in the place where the wound was opened.
Seems legit.
No, don't care.
Hurrah! And now that we're here, it's time to talk to everybody.
Make way.
And nothing else here. Okay, first off, Gasmara. Mongrel's Chief Soul. Miamir. Arsenal. Hey! What are you doing here? Can you help me with something before the attack? Glad you're with us. Can't rest here. That's bullshit. Terendelev! My will is stronger! You do it. How'd you get here? Oh, right. They ran out of funds in the Abyss. They're coming back here to do that for the moment. Why'd you come? After the death of Venture Captain Hyler, the society charged with helping the forces of Mendev. What do I need you for? Do you want to prepare your fighters for and develop a new strategy? Anevia!
Commander, you promised us victory when it seemed impossible, and you did not let us down. Doing the impossible is your specialty. You have led us here, to the very gates of the enemy's lair. Now we will end this century-long nightmare once and for all.
I like how this is an entire speech I never even got to see last time.
You're so good at toppling fortresses by now, you can almost keep time by it. The Grey Garrison, Dresden, and now Threshold. So are we coming up on noon or midnight on the commander clock? Doesn't matter. The bards can settle that one. It's the hour of your triumph.
How much time has passed since we first met?
Of course. It was a long time ago now, but it's not the kind of thing you forget. I was almost buried alive. If it wasn't for you and Sela, my skull would be lying in some cave right now with only rats for company.
Oh god, it's true. She was like She was one of the first people you meet in the game. The other one's Tarundalev, that corpse hanging out over there.
It was unforgettable. That attack on the Grey Garrison was the last desperate push. The last hope of holding the city when it seemed only a miracle could save us. We would have died there. But you and Anevia leapt out of the ground, and then miracles began to happen.
How would you rate our chances of winning?
We have a chance. And that's a far sight better than how things stood not so long ago. Of course, it's too early to celebrate. We've still got a battle to fight, the likes of which we've never seen before. But I think you can pull it off.
So, what happens if you don't have a party for this, come to think of it? Because there's the assault outside the fortress, but what happens if you're doing it like true solo? You never picked up any party members, or you turn them down where possible, or discharge them from your army.
With you leading us, those monsters should be worrying about their chances of escaping with their lives.
What are you going to do after we win?
Personally, I'm going to be doing a big pile of nothing. For a month, or maybe 2. Hire Beth too. Wheedling, blackmail, violence. I'll stop at nothing to drag her away on her first ever vacation.
Whatever you say, I can see surrender as my only option.
Alright, time to finish this.
We've waited so long for this. Onward to victory!
Lead on, Commander.
This endeavor rushes toward its conclusion. I wish to speak with you. To be honest, I almost stopped believing that I would live to see this moment. It has been at least 50 years since I stopped hoping and believing it could happen. And yet, here we are, at the entrance to Threshold. All thanks to you. I have made a great many mistakes in my life, and I suppose I shall pay for every one of them, in this life or in the afterlife. But few mistakes became apparent to me as quickly and as painfully as my feud with you.
You should reflect on this, Dig. It's all in the past now. Water under the bridge.
I feel really happy. I mean it. I thought I would not have enough strength to drag this burden of regrets along to the final battle.
What are you going to do after we win?
I'm going to rule Mendev. What else? I do not seem to have much choice in that. I have become a symbol of battle, and of the war for our liberation. I hope I am wise enough to become a symbol of peace, too.
Man, I really want to know what happens if you take the Lich route where you let everyone go instead of killing them. I request, when we win, the Ward Stones will no longer be needed. Whatever happens to me, free the angels imprisoned.
You are right. I shall fulfill your request, although it will be difficult. No one in Mendev knows the sacrifice that the creation of the Ward Stones demanded. The stones themselves are seen as a symbol of hope and safety. To destroy them would be akin to dismantling the fortress walls around Mendev's cities. It will provoke suspicion and panic, even if the demons are defeated by that time. But the angels have done their duty and should be freed. Therefore, should we win, I shall carry out your request, even if it means losing the people's trust.
I have to go.
Yes, of course. May Iyomade be with you, or any other higher power you believe in.
I mean, she's in the group, but I'm really just... I take bits and pieces from a bunch of them. It's Godclaw, you know, that thing. How you doing, Storyteller?
Commander!
How'd you end up here?
It's not my first battle, Commander.
Will you help us?
A blind man is hardly what you need.
What do you think lies ahead?
My gift is useless here.
I appreciate you. Okay, we got Claim. We have Nenyo.
I am calculating the likelihood of your victory. Taking into consideration the fortifications of Threshold, the long period it has been under demon control, and Areelu Vorlesh, who is personally overseeing the defense, I would give the Crusaders a 30% chance of success at most. Of course, the presence of an illustrious scholar of Golarion in your ranks, meaning me, immediately increases your chances by 5%.
Are you afraid?
Fear is an unproductive emotion that typically gets in the way of a good experiment. And I've never indicated that I do not support my loyal follower in his battle against the demons. I simply calculated your chances of success.
Whatever the chances, we're not backing down.
If you win, I'll make sure to mention you in my encyclopedia. Aha! With that as an incentive, your chances have increased by 5%. Consider this my contribution to your victory.
Thanks, Denyo. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the Northern Lights. Starlit Astrolab seems to be looking forward to the hour when it can release its power. Clear the sky. Oh, I see. So that caused the green glow to happen. I don't know what that does, though.
Don't need anyone's sympathy.
This is it.
Are you ready for battle?
Nobody is ready.
Truth,
Nobody
lies?
knows what will happen next. People used to hear that.
Well, Jeff, how you doing?
Chief, is there any chance... Before, I would have just made a run for it. But I can't do that now. Something is holding me back, and I really don't like the thought of leaving you high and dry. See what you turned me into?
Did I turn you into a hero?
If you want to send me to the front line, I ain't going, so don't even try that hero stuff on me. I'm gonna fight because I don't want to die. And because we're kind of friends now. And don't you go getting yourself killed either. I can't stand being sad, so just don't do that to me.
Everything will be fine. If it isn't, nice knowing you.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Either way, whether you win or lose, goodbye, Chief. And despite all the dangers, I can...
Yeah. Greybor!
Seeing as our contract is coming to an end, Commander, let me just say that you are the most impressive client I've ever had the pleasure to work with. And a highly lucrative pleasure it's been, too.
Don't tell me you crawled right into the maw of the abyss for the sake of gold.
Well, it sure wasn't in the name of...
You don't regret taking me up?
Of course not.
Time is
Where
money.
else? Now you're talking. Why don't you show...
Sword of Valor. Hey, that's right. Trevor died last time, too.
My last battle. We win or we die. Either way, I'll never pick up a weapon again.
What are you going to do after we win?
I'm going home. It's been so long.
This is your chance to get revenge on the demons?
My chance. I've thought a lot about this over the last few days. I don't want revenge anymore. I just want all this to be over.
Are you sure you want to fight? You've earned a rest.
No, I can't rest yet. Socia will be fighting. That means I will be too.
Are you ready? Then to battle.
To battle. For the last time.
Man, Trevor's cool, even though his build's kind of weird.
There it is. The Citadel of the Demon Army. You know, I expected it to be formidable and fearsome. Something that would make me quake in terror. But now that I am standing at its gates, I'm surprised at how little fear I feel. Do not mistake this for bravado. Our enemies are dangerous, but no more than that. We have traveled to the heart of the abyss and back again. Now we are home, on our own territory. This time, let it be the invaders who quake in terror. When I set out for war, I imagined that I would find Trevor and together we would fight the demons, shoulder to shoulder. Fate has a caustic sense of humor. My dream came true, but not at all as I imagined. The reality of war shattered many of my romantic notions. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that he is here with us. And today we will win, all of us together.
What are you going to do after we win?
I will go home to Endoran. I will lay down my weapon and never pick up another so long as I live. Save a knife for cutting grapevines. I will serve the goddess in our old temple. And when the peasant children come to pepper me with questions about the crusade, I will do my utmost to make sure that my stories give none the idea that there is anything beautiful or romantic about war.
You changed a lot since we first met, actually. When you were hanging out, you were like smiling and you were painting.
I had to. If I had a choice, I probably would have stayed the same naive little boy I was before the war. The boy who had never killed, who had never been to the abyss, who had never buried those with whom he had sat around a campfire only the night before. Even so, When I set out to join this war, my head was full of so many romantic notions. More than usual for a naive little boy. But life found a way to shatter those most thoroughly.
Are you ready to battle?
Ready. Let us drive the demons all the way back to the abyss.
Regil! Oh, Darren! That's right, you were also dead last time too, weren't you?
At last, this irksome crusade is drawing to a close.
Darren's smile reveals nothing beyond his usual genteel insouciance.
All right. It hasn't been that irksome. All in all, it was a fine adventure. And the company was more than adequate. The most important outcome of today, of course, will be that I shall be immortalized in works of art depicting the Fifth Crusade as the most attractive crusader.
I see you're not afraid of the fight ahead. It's only a battle against the worst horrors of the world wound, after all.
No, my darling, I am not afraid. I have seen you emerge unscathed from every calamity and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat too many times to count. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but all will be well.
You don't like to show your true feelings much, do you?
Oh, that's what you think, is it? Allow me to remedy that. See? I can be quite demonstrative when I wish. And now everyone knows we're involved.
Darren pulls you to him and kisses you, and he steps back, his eyes darting around to see the reactions of any onlookers. He's her like him twice his height.
You know, I quite like being part of this great undertaking. I like being here with you. It feels like we are on the crest of a wave. Nay, we are the wave. It is most exhilarating.
And Camellia, of course, didn't have anything important to say, so whatever, fuck her. Onward to victory.
And to the victory feast, I trust?
Sure, Darren, whatever. Hey, Regil.
Greetings. Allow me to congratulate you on leading the armies of the Fifth Crusade to its decisive confrontation. Excellent. At last, a real achievement and a genuine chance of victory.
Here we are at Threshold. The final battle and the resolution of the world wound is at hand. Are you happy?
I suppose I am. Being happy is not in my nature, but for the first time in years, I feel something akin to that emotion. It would be interesting to analyze what I experience when I see the criminal Areelu Vorlesh defeated, the demons ousted, and the world wound closed at last. It promises to be an exceptional moment.
A rare note of contemplation appears in Regil's voice. God, I love Regil. Been an honor to fight alongside you.
And for me as well, Commander. For me as well.
It's time. Get ready for a bitter fight.
I am always ready.
Hey, Lan.
You know what's crazy? I never thought this moment would come so soon. It feels like only yesterday we were trying to bring a blazing Canabras under control, and now we're standing on the cusp of our last battle. Threshold. This isn't how I imagined it. I thought I'd be running happily toward death and trying to do something particularly heroic so I could go out in style. But now, I'm thinking about how we have to win and go back to Dresden because there's so much work still to do there.
You're definitely not gonna die. I've got a good feeling about this.
Me too. You've got a whole army behind you, and we're all ready to win. If we fail now, when we've got this far, then that means the Crusades were always doomed to fail. We've been going easy on these demons for too long, don't you think? It's time to show them one last time what Galarians are capable of.
Chalet?
There it is. The heart of the wound. The source of all the evil that has been wrought here over the last 100 years. It all began here. And we will end it here. If Areelu Vorlesh had never opened the world wound, I would never have ended up on Galarian. I would never have met Desna. Or you. I would never have embarked on the path of good. This invasion has killed so many innocent people, but it has also led to my redemption. It means my freedom has been bought with thousands of innocent lives. But I will do everything in my power to help you close this abomination, so that no one else has to die.
You defeat the abyss within yourself, routing the armies will be easy.
I did not do it alone. You have led your army to victory, and me to my dream.
So now you're shouldering the guilt for everything? Isn't that a bit much?
It's not about guilt. It's just that I am ashamed to take any joy in my freedom, knowing that this terrible war was the cause of it. Everyone would have been better off if the world wound had never been opened. But then I would have remained a monster. Perhaps one day I will atone for all the evil I did. But it took a far greater evil to make my redemption even possible.
What are you going to do after we win?
I now have a dream of my own. I will pursue it.
I wonder what happens if you don't do her side quest. Are you ready? To battle!
I am ready. Let the abyss tremble in fear.
Hey! Well, are we gonna stick it to the demons one last time?
Have you thought about what we're going to do after we win?
I don't know yet. I'll probably go back to being a knight errant, going wherever the road takes me, helping folk where I can. But let's win first, and we can talk about that later.
You're a true friend, Seela. It's been an honor fighting shoulder to shoulder with you.
Back at you, friend. So, are we going to crush some demons? It's time to show them the door once and for all!
The final step awaits. At the gates of Threshold, the darkness is dense and viscous, like a brew in a cauldron. The darkness seems to devour all light pouring in from outside. A Zada mythic path required. But the danger lies not only within. Companions you don't take into the final battle will remain here to guard their approach to Threshold, and they must be ready to fight as well. For a moment, you think you can see blurred silhouettes inside, but then you realize that was just your eyes playing tricks on you. Whatever's lurking in this darkness, it now lies waiting. Waiting for you. Hey, Tyranno lives here too. Tyrendil is just clipping into the ground there. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let me actually check something real quick here. Since we're going into the final battle for the second time in a row, I can actually take a look at... No, I don't want that one. I want to go here. Because I want to take a look at the original source adventure paths. Wrath of the Righteous. City of Locusts. Alright, City of Locusts. So, in City of Locusts, the path describes the current steps. Defense of Dresden. Once again, Dresden comes under the attack of the Merilith Aponovicius, but this time the heroes of the 5th Crusade are there to defend it. So, Aponovicius is actually there instead of in the the Ineluctable Prison. Storm King's Shadow, a dangerous journey to the ruined city of Iz to gather resources for the closing of the World Wound, puts the heroes in direct confrontation with the Storm King, who I thought that's a giant. So why would that be there? Part 3, Threshold of the End. Armed with the rituals and resources they need, the PCs delve into the heart of chaos to face its most powerful guardians in an attempt to finally close the World Wound forever. Part 4, all that remains is to perform the ritual closing from the Lexicon of Paradox, yet even if the heroes close the World Wound, Deskari must still be dealt with. So it's reshuffled. Actually, I think the Storm King is a Balor, probably. There's Kor Mazda. Kor Mazda, the Storm King. So instead of being like a tactician guarding the gates of Threshold, it's actually the boss of Iz instead of Deskari. Deskari is in there as well as a boss, and Areelu Vorlesh is a CR 27 encounter. And I think in this, she's just a servant of Deskari, and that's it. Like, I remember specifically Naticula's goals are the same. She doesn't want the thing open anymore because it's interfering with her business. But, yeah. Interesting. So it's a little bit of a reshuffle. Just a little reshuffle. And Core Mazda does reappear here. You hear the sound of laughter, and then the Latian shadow begins to speak. Incredible! You rejected my counsel and foolishly dismissed the power I offered. You put my plans in jeopardy, and yet you've managed to succeed. Despite your flaws and foolish decisions, you're so close to victory. My victory. Do you know what lies ahead? Better than anyone, and yet not much. Creation must pass the Creator because you are created by Areelu. Why don't you join the battle yourself? What? You're doing perfectly well on your own. What do you want? Don't be afraid. I mean you no harm. You refuse to listen to me, but I still want you to succeed. Your victory is in my best interests. I'm simply here to wish you good luck. I don't belong to you. Neither will you my victory. Sure, whatever makes you feel better. I have to go. Stay a moment. There's a small matter I wish to address. I want to reward you for your loyalty. After all, you took my profane gift. You have chosen to serve me. Therefore, I will bestow upon you a token in my favor. The world will know that you're my champion. I hereby crown you with this wreath that I've woven from the darkest, most insidious shadows of the abyss. Wear it with pride. I mean, that's cool. But also, I'm not doing ranged attacks, so whatever. We've been protecting mortal kind from you accursed demons. The warriors of the Wardstone have been set free.
Cannot be defeated.
Having a good time over there? You guys enjoying yourselves? Okay, do you have cure spells on your list here? Ember does. Ember, where's your cure spells? Why are you all the way back there?
Yes.
Oh god, that's right. Alright, that'll do. Onwards! How you guys doing? Oh! You saved us from being imprisoned in the corrupted Wardstone. Our vigil is not ended yet. Sure, guys, whatever you say. Onwards, indeed.
How much longer, I wonder?
Are we ready to move out?
Save there. I'm really, really interested in seeing what's going to happen to, at the end of the game. There we go.
There's something here.
Not a whole lot. Trap.
Follow me! Or don't.
Rip the mortal apart. Bath will pay me handsomely for his head. Interesting.
I'm wounded.
Okay, this is fine too. Anyway, I talked to a bunch of my teammates or my party members, and now I get to journey forth into the bowels of the abyss. That Aeon is back around here someplace, isn't he?
Interesting.
I'm always open to ideas. I will fight.
Strike my masterpiece.
There we go. Problem solved.
We will be victorious.
Devastating greater apocalypse locust.
I'm wounded.
What was that? Ember, were you fucking taking over?
This is not the end.
I mean, same energy, really. Very much the same energy.
This condition is irrational.
Oh, that's annoying. Got whaled. He's around here someplace. There he is. Hey, it's Emelslen. Oh god, that game. Yeah, that game is a mindfuck and a half. Who are you? I'm inevitable. I'm here because I got trapped by Areelu. Why do you want me to kill you? I'm currently holding this place together. What happens if you die? Chaos will prevail. The threshold will fall apart. I want to ask some questions. How'd you get here? Deep reconnaissance. What can you tell me about threshold? It sucks. Areelu, she crazy. Roll wound. It's bad. No more questions. Lawful path. Let's fight.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
You quickly. This is not.
There we go. Yeah, well, the problem with the AI in multiverse time travel is that it can actually comprehend everything that's going on. It's actually able to figure out what's going on and understand it and keep track of all the multiverse all the parallel timelines that are happening, which you as a human cannot do. Yeah, exactly.
Never a dull moment.
Just sits there and taunts you. I think I won a game of it by accident a couple times. Like, I more often than not just lose. That's good. This is... Mind blank. This is Frightful Aspect on her. True Sight. This. Yeah, but if you beat the area before
Anything new?
it gets a chance to time travel, then that's basically just... It's basically just normal chess at that point.
Yes. No. Air. Ora. Ba. Air. Riti. Ba. Air. Riti. Ba. Air. Riti.
Also, even if it does, like, you'd have to get the king into checkmate before it moves. And if it moves once, then you've already lost the ability to checkmate it in that round, and you have to start doing the multiverse. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay,
My skills are absolute. Irimosi Travisi. Ona Adai. Irimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Manishrim Sukino. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
okay, that does that. So now, wins vengeance.
Ronda Gratior. Ona Adayana. Inimosi Travisi. 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 Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Amorane Sendes.
Okay. We're all ready to go. Doing PhD, this is really subject to my thesis. I'm currently doing PhD in some low advanced papers. This game still managed to make you feel like an idiot. Yeah, I'm aware. Like, I played plenty of multiverse time travel. I did a video on it. It is... No, what are you talking about? I could use a little bit more.
How much longer, I wonder?
Spooky. I'm not really sure what the point of those little scenes are, but spooky.
Follow me, or don't.
Anyway, that game, like, don't worry, I'm fully aware about multiverse time travel. You don't have to tell me anything about that game. I played that for a while. Anything else I can do? Oh, can I turn to a gold dragon yet? I can. Hello, Areelu.
Can't be dismissed as a calculation error. You knew failure was a possibility. Then why? Why?
I need answers.
Yes. It's decided. I will tell you the truth. Before we fight to the death. Would you like to know why I upended your life?
Speak.
This place is my demi-plane. I created it when I was a prisoner in Threshold. I would slip away to conduct my rituals here in secret. This is where I decided to create what mortals would later call the World Wound. This is where I made all my preparations. Do you understand? Escaping was never my goal. I could have easily disappeared from Threshold. I could have passed through it like water through sand. But some believe that I brought Sarkoris to ruin out of revenge. And I suppose there is some truth to that. I did have reason for revenge. You've been to the secret part of my laboratory and know what I'm talking about. Or at least you have an inkling. My laboratory. The old house in the middle of nowhere that marked the entrance to my lab. It was the home of Areelu Vorlesh when I was still a mere mortal. I lived there with my son, away from the din of the crowd, and sheltered from the keen gaze of the Sarkorian witch hunters. It was a place where the reality of our world was in close proximity to the abyss. A place where I could study the magic forbidden to all Sarkorians. I thought I had hidden my home well, but I was wrong. They found it. They found us. At that hour, I was there, in the laboratory. That damned laboratory I loved so much. I was absorbed in one of my experiments when the hunters arrived on our doorstep. I was sitting at my desk, recording my observations, thoughts, and calculations, as was my habit. That's when I heard the noise outside. The fight was brief. It barely lasted a moment. By the time I sensed that something was amiss and hurried out to see what was happening, it was too late. All I could do was cradle the body of my dead child and cry after their departing soul. I promise.
Nothing can justify the killing of a child.
I am not concerned with whether it was justified or not, or with the application of morality, the law, or the teachings of any god.
Hey, I'm literal good now. Hey, how about that? Hey!
Look around you. This demi-plane. The first time I escaped from my cell and ran here, I was trying to resurrect my son. I tried many things, but all my efforts were in vain. The soul had already received Pharasma's judgment and had been sent on the path determined by the gods into the abyss. And when I realized that, I rebelled. But not against my jailers. Not against those who had murdered my child. Not even against Sarkoris. My uprising was against destiny. Death and the laws that the gods had forced upon our lives. I realized then that I wouldn't be satisfied with simply returning my son to life. I had to shatter this order once and for all, and make it so that neither Pharasma and her lackeys nor death itself could ever stand between us. Only by stepping beyond the bounds of what had been ordained for mortal kind, by obtaining powers that rivaled the divine, could we become free. And with this newfound purpose, I turned myself into a half-demon. Fusing the spiritual essence of the two planes was the only way I could achieve my goal. I let the abyss into my soul, and into this world. I opened the world wound. I danced around 3 demon lords, making them assist me without ever revealing my true intentions. They just believed they were dealing with another power-hungry mortal. But in reality, I was after one thing. I wanted to find what was left of my son's soul and give him a new birth. One that would prevent anything from ever harming him again. And then I found you. I chose you because I felt a faint affinity to you. I thought your soul could accept the remains of my son's soul, like the soil takes a seed. I thought I could bring back my child by tethering the mangled remnants of his soul to a pure mortal soul untouched by the abyss. I thought the power of the Nahindrian crystals would allow me to protect him forever. That I could tear him away from the dominion of mortal nature. But I was mistaken in both assumptions. Now I'm about to face the consequences of my mistake. You will witness them as well.
In due time, you will come to understand the true extent of my failings.
Time to stretch me muscles. I'll split you in half.
There it goes. Mythic level 10. Now for me, that doesn't mean a whole lot, actually. It means I get Perfect Soul. Gold Dragon gains immunity to cold, fire, electricity, and acid, energy drain, and negative energy. All your damage is now holy damage. Any spells dealing damage now change their dice to D10 if it was not D10 or greater. If it was D10 or greater, the spell instead +1 bonus to damage per die. Bonus to your highest ability score increases to +8. And a Mythic Feat. So Mythic Feat. You know what? I've been putting it off long enough. Power attack? Power attack. Alright, Ember. Mythic Spell Pen. Greater Abundant Casting. Sorcerer's Reflex. You get to start off casting a spell. Why not? Nenyo. You also get to start off casting a spell. Wait, no. Greater Abundant Casting. Yeah, why not? Alrighty. I really don't know what to get you. I really don't know. Maybe extra feet? I got dodge. I just don't know what to get. You, on the other hand, I can get you Weapon Specialization Scimitar. And Tarkus. There we are. Okay. I've already healed up back to full because I'm fucking incredible. Collect all of it. Why not? Let's do it. Alright, so we're coming up on the final battle now. This should literally be the final encounter coming up. No. No. I still have...
You should not have come here. I, Areelu Vorlesh, the one you called the Betrayer, have nothing to offer you but death. Karamzadeh, I will give you the chance to avenge your death. Rise.
Curse you, mortal scum. You have struck ice into my heart. I will devour your souls to loosen its freezing grip.
That's right. Oh yeah, so also that resurrection is in fact part of the original adventure path. Koramazda is there. I mean, this is fine. This should be... I mean, they should be perfectly good. Let's be real.
Did you see that?
Why is Corporal Dragon there?
Fun.
That's weird. Why? That's really weird. Why is he here? That's really weird. What the fuck? Alright, onwards. Yeah, there he is again. Back again. I don't know what the deal with that was. It was weird. Okay, so we're coming up on the Echo of Deskari fight, I believe. It's... Yeah, this is it.
The mortal who ventured recklessly into the abyss has now reached threshold.
Hey, you don't want to fight me before. Why now?
I was hunting the hand of the inherit.
There's Deskari, by the way. Is he a pussy?
Master is in the abyss, in his realm.
Out of my way.
No. He lost.
Okay, so now we're going to change the difficulty up to core for this fight. Because I want to see how I do on this fight. Because I just kind of skimmed through it last time, and I feel like this thing should be a harder fight than it is. Let's wait until you move. Let's wait until you move. Let's wait until you move. Hi. I'm just going to have Ember move over this way a wee bit. And you are going to Evil Eye the AC off of it. Heckle. You know, you are going to come over here. Smack him. Oh, man, he has no AC. He has no AC at all. Oh, man.
Mind over muscle.
Crit missed me with the sight. Okay, that's fine.
Forward.
Did I hit it? I did, in fact, hit the Echo. Battle strike. And a miss. Nice.
Don't hold back.
And another miss. Wow, damage, huh? Okay, let's reduce your saving throws next.
I don't like you.
We won't falter.
Out of my way.
Woohoo! 131 damage, baby. Jeez, 200 damage. Was that a crit? It must have been the crit. Nat 20. Crit confirmation roll 65? Holy shit.
Out of my way.
I'm rolling ones. Nice.
You should have listened to reason.
Strike with all your might.
And nice miss.
You should have run.
There we go. Problem solved. So I can do it on core. Brilliant energy sight. Oh, that explains it. That explains a lot. Anyway, to make it so I don't have to deal with that on top of the regular fight. He has a 65 to hit? Plus brilliant energy, so my AC doesn't count for anything.
Move aside.
That's a bit unnecessary. So yes, he is in fact a real fight, as long as you don't have anybody... Like, he will wipe your party, as long as you don't have anybody with last stand on. Because if you do, then it doesn't become a fight anymore. Everyone just kind of wails on him while he uselessly swipes at the one person who can't die. Alright, let's go.
A mortal who I was hunting. No.
Alright, still turn-based.
That's how you hit them!
Yay! Now, if I wanted a +5 Brilliant Energy side for some reason at the end of the game, I can get one. It's up? Yeah, it's up. No, it's not up. It's another section with the same exit. God, this area would be absolutely grueling, though, if I was doing on a higher difficulty. There it is. The Final Encounter. And here we stand at the edge of the abyss.
This is where it happened. It was here that I conducted the ritual, sewing my soul and the essence of the abyss together. Feeling the world change around me as every stitch brought Galarian closer to the abyss. And it was here that even though you have no memory of it, I did the same to your soul. A researcher must not have any personal feelings for the subjects of their experiments. And yet, I find myself unable to remain completely detached from the world wound. I created it. I allowed it to be. It holds a place in my heart, even if I'm slowly paying for it with my life.
I like to point out it literally is holding a place in her heart. This is not a metaphor. There is literally a wound in her heart that is causing this issue.
A researcher must be particularly resilient in the face of mistakes, incorrect hypotheses, and failed experiments. You are my failed experiment. I think I'll feel some regret for ending your current life. But you can rest assured that such sentiments will not stop me.
I can tell you've been preparing this place for battle, but there's something more, am I right? I sense a little bit of barrier spells, a little bit of nutmeg, some spice, and poison.
You're so adept at magic. Of course, I've been preparing for our meeting. And hopefully I've prepared well.
You did all this just to save your child?
Yes. And no. Even if I could have brought back my son, I wouldn't have stopped at that. I wouldn't have been satisfied. Not after what I'd gone through. Not after the things I'd learned. I wanted to become stronger. And I wished the same for my child. I didn't want to be afraid of anything. It wasn't the dogs of Threshold, or even Sarkoris itself, that threatened us. It was the laws of a world governed by death, weakness, and separation. That is why I needed the power of the Nehindrian crystals. I did not wish to merely stave off the agony of the wound. I wanted to tear my son from the grasp of everything that makes us weak and mortal. You have seen a goddess. You have been face to face with demon lords. Were you awed by their greatness? Do you enjoy living in a world where your entire life cycle has been predetermined? Where everything, from your birth to what will happen to your soul after you die, has been decided for you? Or do you find, now that you have experienced the mythic power coursing through your blood, that you prefer to live in a world that you can change? A world that offers you a chance to be anything you want.
I like having this power, but only because I can use it to help people.
I also want to make the world a better place, but not for everyone. Only for the one person I care about.
Why did you call me your failed experiment?
When I poured what was left of my son's soul into your soul, I was expecting it to bring him back. They say death and the judgment of Pharasma purges the soul of everything it once was in life. But this cannot be true. I have researched this subject meticulously and have collected enough evidence to prove that supernatural beings born from mortal souls can recall their past. Sometimes partially, sometimes fully. I watched you day and night waiting for it to happen. For your memory to awaken, or your instincts at least. For anything familiar, something I could immediately recognize. I tested you. I asked you questions and... nothing. Nothing.
I wonder if it's possible to change that. Because she does interact with you a lot over the course of the game, but I'm wondering if there's choices which would actually result in her saying that I am her son. You merged the remnants of your son's soul into mine, so why do you want to harm me?
If a hypothesis is proven wrong, it needs to be rejected. But the research process does not stop there. That is all I can tell you right now.
Are you gonna die soon? You got the wound for a while.
It will kill me eventually. But I still have some time left. Years. Or decades, perhaps. But it doesn't matter. One of us will die today.
What happens if one of us steps into that?
The tearing of the soul. Followed by a cruel and terrible death. But it will likely be quick.
No more questions.
And it's finally time to end all this.
I refuse to believe that your soul is beyond hope. Surely there's more within you than evil and despair. You don't have to do this. We don't need to fight.
What are you talking about? I don't feel despair. And this fight is necessary. So much depends on its outcome. Death is not the end. I have spent 100 years trying to prove it, and I will not stop now. This experiment was unsuccessful, but that just means I need to adjust the initial conditions and try again. I am still alive. I still have time. You, the current you, will have to die, but only to surrender the soul you share with my son. I will start over. This time I will do everything differently. I will work with even greater precision. I will turn the world upside down if I must. I promise.
You can walk into the wound? Alright, let's wait for Areelu to go first. Where'd she go? Like, actually, where is she? Oh, she's over here now. Okay, cool. Are you in cackle range? No. You're still not in cackle range, but you are within evil eye range. This works. How long do I have in this haste? 56 seconds? Long enough. Pola Ray! Are you what? 48 touch? Okay, fair enough. Let's get over here real quick. $78 CMD? What the fuck? Okay, that one could actually hit.
Let's hear you.
7 out of 20.
Forwards.
At
Yeah, I got some damage off on her. Well, Ember's dead. Immediately. Just instantly dead. Did nothing. She has evasion. Okay, cool.
Strike!
Run them through!
Nothing.
We won't falter!
Two nat ones. 226. Jesus fucking Christ.
You should have run!
That chain lightning did 200 damage to him.
Out of my way!
Strike with all your might!
Did that work? It succeeded. Gold dragon form.
I won't give up! Yes!
This will hurt!
Oh, I got a hit. Nat 1. Nice.
Quickly!
Don't hold back!
Let's hear you cry.
Gold dragon breath, go. Nothing.
Strike!
Nice rolls, bro. Look at all that damage.
Run them through! Out of my way!
You should have run!
Basically, all the damage I've done has just been this fucking strength bonus
I never
damage.
thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most powerful enemy.
I can see you, Suture. Show yourself.
Waiting for you to get distracted so I can stab you in the back.
Raiden, your hubris, and listen to me. We could be allies instead of enemies.
No, we couldn't. Your draconic grandeur may be impressive, but you have nothing that I want.
Wait, the spells in the chamber, they're designed to kill you if something goes wrong, right?
How very perceptive. But you didn't think I would make it easy, did you? I won't let you win. You need me alive. You want to use me to close the wound, but I can destroy myself before you have a chance.
You're welcome to try.
Certainly.
My lady, I will fight for you!
I'm not going to flee for my life. You need me to seal the wound, don't you? You think you've won? No. We have both lost.
Huh? Flaming copy of Areelu Vorlesh. There he goes.
This will hurt!
Jeez. Jeez. I like how they also all have her absurd AC. 70. 70 AC.
Don't hold back!
70 AC. None of my characters can fucking hit that.
Strike!
Like, literally none of my characters can hit 70 AC. Where's regular Areelu? Oh, she's all the way over there. I appear to be very dead. Charging Flame of Destruction?
I still got it.
She's not targetable. She's not targetable.
A mere flesh wound.
Hey! That phase ended, I guess. I won, technically! The arcane flames disappear in an instant, as if they were erased rather than extinguished. The body of Areelu, architect of the world wound, betrayer of humanity, slumps to the floor, leaving you alone with her greatest work, the world wound. Destruction is not the only choice. A wise mind will find a path where others see only wilderness, and I know what my path is. I won't close the wound, even though it's a threat to my life. I'll become its eternal guardian. It will take centuries, but I will heal the evil nature of this rift, and the nature of those who pass through it.
Are you certain about that? Oh, everyone will be so sad if you don't sacrifice yourself to close the wound. Most importantly, I will be sad, since I put so much effort into closing it, and I don't like feeling sad.
Stop, Lady in Shadow. I am warning you once again. You will not force the commander to step into the rift.
Hey, Omide, how are you doing?
Why would I force him? Knight Commander is a bearer of my profane gift, which he accepted willingly. Thus, all I need to do is ask nicely.
I won't give up so easily. The snake inside you awakens and bares its fangs, its poison spreading through you, paralyzing your will. Your heart feels like it's bursting into flame, the flame of your will. It burns and it hurts, possibly worse than the unseen snake's poison, but it hurts the creature coiled around your heart even more. An inaudible cry sweeps through the chamber as the snake finally releases its embrace and burns away.
You've broken my profane gift. Yes, I can see it now. Your will to live is impressive. Let this be a lesson to me. Never trust a servant to choose a tool, especially a servant as unreliable as Areelu.
Enough, demon. Your pact is void. The commander is free. Farewell, Commander. You have made your choice, and you have the right to act as you see fit.
All the best to you both. And you. Enjoy living with the thought that the world that came into being today was born of your choice.
Cool. Okay, so I'm reloading the save afterwards because I want to do the other path, but there's got to be more to it than that, right? There's got to be more to it than that.
March, march. All I do is march.
Life and death, destiny and great deeds, answers to mysteries, the search for one's true path. The mind can comprehend all of these, and then such concepts can be written down as a sequence of formulas, a series of lines, or a chain of thought. Still, a moment always comes when it is time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. Or should it be an ellipsis instead? An empty space where the description of the end result should be. After all, a century of crusades changed nothing. The gaping world wound remained on the face of Golarion. The Fifth Crusade may not have lasted long, but in that short time, Dresden became the commander's city, his bulwark, his citadel. Unsurprisingly, he remained the ruler of the city, and the surrounding lands after the spectacular victory at Threshold. After the Battle of Threshold, the commander did not stay long in the lands where the Fifth Crusade had been waged. A new destiny and a new journey awaited him. The Crusade was considered to be over at that point, but the Crusaders' war against the Abyss went on. New daring souls continued to flock from all over Golarion to stand against the demons. Queen Galfrey returned to Neroshinan with the intent to rule Mendev as before, but as it turned out, Mendevian society was hungry for change. The war-ravaged nation desired new leadership, but the queen could not countenance yielding her authority to anyone else. She believed her duty to her homeland had not yet been fulfilled. The ward stones from the chain once guarded the borders of Mendev were carefully disassembled one by one. The angels that had been trapped inside returned to heaven to heal their wounded spirits and prepare for new battles against evil. The Lady in Shadow found a way to benefit from the situation. By magnanimously accepting the warriors from the destroyed armies of Baphomet and Deskari, she significantly bolstered the might of the Midnight Isles. Fear realized that the commander had effectively foiled Naticulo's plans with his decision to keep the passage between the Abyss and Galarian open. The Lady in Shadow began preparing her defenses in secret. She knew that sooner or later, invaders would appear in her realm, and it mattered not whether they would be demons or mortals. The Demon Lord Baphomet suffered a defeat, but his ambitions were undimmed. The world wound remained open, and therefore the war with Galarian was not over. The Demon Lord Deskari suffered a defeat. He bided his time, continuing to plot his invasion of Galarian, and after that, of Heaven itself. The cultists that remained on Galarian went mad one after another, tortured by the nightmarish dreams their lord sent them. Having rediscovered his own story, the storyteller renounced his fragile body to ascend to Pharasma's palace and became her usher. From that day onward, he took great care of the stories of all the souls that arrived at the court of the Lady of Graves. There in the hall of the Lady of Graves, the storyteller met the one who had been waiting for him. Kaini, thief of secrets, Areshkigal's prisoner, old friend, and well-meaning traitor. And never was there a reunion more treasured. The commander was gone, leaving behind the still gaping rift to the world wound. His loyal companions left as well. They all went their separate ways. And no thing about that.
And what of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the world wound.
I don't see him around.
I was defeated, but the victor decided to leave all unchanged. I lived on, without hope, without a chance of finding a purpose again. I lived in the world wound. I opened new rifts and led demons to Galarian. I continued to research magic, never shrinking from experiments that many would call inhumane, right up until the moment when the wound on my chest claimed my life. I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the commander's also. I believed the tale of such an illustrious figure would pique even a goddess's curiosity. Now you know everything. I await your verdict, goddess.
You wrought great evil, while it stemmed from the evil that was done to you. Your actions far exceeded it. Your soul is dark, and there is only one place for you in the universe. I shall send you to the Abyss, plane of pain and fury, suffering and privation. That which you have done to others will now be done to you. So be it.
Oh. You don't get to intervene on that one. Huh. So many changes. So many changes! Alright, let's load up. There's so many changes from Lich. Why was I able to intervene in that one as a Lich? Is it because I was like... Is it because I was a Lich and I was still alive and that way she could call me out as a Pharasman, as an Urgathoan? Is that what happened?
This is where it
Okay, so let me just check here. Difficulty. Good.
happened. A researcher must be... You're so adept. Yes, you have seen a goddess. I also want... When I watched you. If a hypothesis... It will kill the tearing of... And it's finally time... What are death eye?
Let's go. Are you guys gonna hit?
I never thought that I would be...
I've been waiting for you to get distracted.
No, we couldn't. You're how very perceptive. But you didn't think I would make it easy, did you? I won't let you win.
Areelu, this madness, an act of evil, and absolutely pointless.
You want to use me to...
You won't accomplish anything. Is this really how you want to go? Don't do this.
You're right. I won't gain anything from this. So what now? You are are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power. Is there any higher praise? But I'm tired. You won't hear me pleading. Let us finish this experiment here and now.
Okay, so I guess passing those saves allows you to skip that entire last phase where you have the flaming Areelu clones. So you really want somebody on your party that has a good intimidator diplomacy. Listen to me, Areelu Vorlesh. You who they call the betrayer of humanity. You've lost, and you stand upon the brink. But in truth, you lost long ago. When you started a battle where there can be no victors. Abandon your insane goal and accept my help. Together, we can heal both the wounds in your soul and the evil you have wrought upon this world.
More talk of reconciliation and change. And you expect me to listen? To just live, helping a mighty dragon whose soul retains the vestiges of my child's soul?
Areelu smiles sadly. There is no defiance in her words, only exhaustion.
Are you certain about that? Oh, everyone will. Areelu as a sacrifice will suit me.
Stop, Lady in Shadow. I know you are willing to stab the commander in the back and sacrifice him to the wound if necessary. I do not intend to let that happen. I will not, however, protect Areelu Vorlesh.
I'll defend Areelu if I have to, and I won't change my decision. The world wound stays, and I'll be its guardian. This may ruin me, and I won't yield. Let's see what change I can bring to this world by following my own path.
Not so fast. Didn't you accept my profane gift yourself?
I won't give up so easily. Thanks, Cap Drago, for the plus 40 will save.
You've broken my profane gift. Yes.
Enough, Deep.
Such a simple, elegant plan to seal the wound. One which would have satisfied everyone, has turned into utter nonsense. I'm disappointed in you, Knight Commander.
Commander, I cannot understand your decision, and yet it is yours. Perhaps there are some aspects of dragon wisdom that I cannot fathom. Well then, I bid you farewell. May you keep your eternal vigil with honor.
Bye!
Opposing a goddess and a demon for my sake. You are more deranged than I thought.
Areelu, who has been silent all this time, raises her pale face to look at you.
Perhaps you're right. I lost hope long ago. I've just been hiding it from myself. I just needed to let go, to give way to grief and find a new purpose.
She says nothing for a long time as she stares into the flames of the abyss.
I don't know what you're expecting of me, but I'm ready to become your ally in eternity.
Yeah! What's it doing? What? What was that? Like there was things being added to the swirl there. And yet something changed within the world wound. It was as it had lost some of its power. Demons would occasionally emerge from the rips, but every time they were greeted by groups of dragons that, after one warning, would rain down fire and magic upon them. Strangely enough, some of the demons would come to Galarian unarmed, claiming they wanted to learn how to live alongside mortals. Ah! Yep. Remain the ruler of the city. Lands of former Sarkoris became a place of refuge for many dragons. They settled in its mountains, ruined bastions, and numerous gorges. Pilgrims would come from all over to seek their wisdom. The dragon Haliceliax grew estranged from the affairs of simple mortals. He flew to an unapproachable mountaintop not far from Dresden, so as not to be bothered with trivial matters while still being able to observe from a distance and, if need be, come to the mortal's aid once again. Even death could not stop Terendelev from being the protector of mortal kind. And even though she could not go to Canabras, she would travel and circle over the city and its environs, keeping travelers safe from any harm. No one knew for certain where the dragon Savalros disappeared to, but there were rumors that he had been spotted flying west, toward Varesia and beyond, across the ocean. Perhaps he is in somewhere in Arcadia or Tian Sha now, living a new life under a new name. Why didn't this show up before? As the leader of the Crusaders, the commander won their loyalty and obedience. Even in the Crusade's darkest hours, the commander found ways to restore the army supply lines. His military acumen was beyond question. Under his leadership, the divided, poorly trained Crusader forces were also reforged into an invincible army. Due to the success of the commander's diplomatic strategy, by the end of the war, Mendev's true political center was Dresden, not Nerosian. After getting the support of foreign rulers and finding allies in the capital, Dresden became the shining example of the new Mendev, one that was nurtured by the commander's ideas. The significance and accomplishments of the Crusade were so great that even a century after the end of the war, Dresden retained its prominence on the map of Avestan. The commander's diplomatic, military, and administrative talent turned the fortress into a key political player. Queen Galfrey returned to Nerosian with the intent to rule Mendev as before, but as it turned out, Mendevian society was hungry for change. The war-ravaged nation desired new leadership. Okay, I already saw this one. Disassembled wardstones. Yep. Yep, same as before. Yep, same as before. Same as before. The Tirabades were adamant about retiring from military service, leaving it all behind and escaping together. But urgent Eagle Watch business forced them to stay for a week, and then for a month, then for many years. Even as Anevia cursed their lot, however, her eyes would shine with pride, for she was always the first to admit that Irbith was not the kind of person who would just up and retire. Yep, there's Kaini. Finian, a Pathfinder who also happened to be a talking weapon, continued his travels in the hands of many warriors, seasoned and otherwise. Throughout the following centuries, he was lost in battle on a number of occasions, only to be found again in some fantastical treasure room on the other side of Galarian. Once again, Sela heard the call of the open road. Even a valiant paladin can be prone to self-doubt, and after everything that happened to her, Sela wanted to sort out her conflicting thoughts and emotions on her own. Oh, do you not get all of this stuff because Areelu was dead? But that doesn't make sense because Areelu, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there. Having properly fulfilled his duty to the Mongrels and, to his surprise, avoided death, Lan was suddenly faced with a choice: what to do with his life now that it wasn't going to end anytime soon. His hesitation did not last long, and just a few months later, he went on a sea voyage to see the world he had saved. After the victory, Ember simply sat for a long time, staring at the tongues of flame dancing in her hands. Her new powers frightened her. The awestruck Redeemed were ready to hang on her every word, and that frightened her even more. She left without saying goodbye to anyone and continued her endless wayfaring along the roads of Galarian, helping the distressed and punishing evildoers. Many worshipped her as a saint, but she would always respond with, "Please, I'm just an ordinary girl." Soon after the war, the tireless researcher, of all things unresearchable, embarked on a new journey. She had a sudden urge to know how much time it would take to visit every nation on Galarian. She returned after a year and a half with a pile of notes, which she promptly handed over to her assistant. After all, someone had to help compile the entries for the first volume of the Encyclopedia Galaronica. It only made sense for her assistant to help, given that one of the entries was dedicated to him, the commander of the Fifth Crusade who had made Galarian history. Who even persuaded her to remember the fact that we were friends. Darren Arenday was free from the other's gaze, but not from the watchful eye of Inquisitor Leotor. To the Count's great vexation, Leotor openly continued to watch him. It's unlikely Darren realized that this monitoring saved him from far more serious dealings with the Inquisition. The Count himself seemed lost for a long time. His old life was over, and he struggled to find his place in the new one. Darren still had feelings for the commander, although how serious those feelings were, not even the most inquiring mind could tell. The Count was too adept at concealing his emotions, and whether it was love or merely a sense of attachment that lived behind his mask of barbed comments, no one knew. The union of Darren and the commander may have seemed more like a triumph of passion or the joining of two cold hearts incapable of love, but the union proved more lasting than any lofty notions of romance. Woljif was not tempted by the laurels of a war hero, for his true heritage awaited him in the abyss. After saying his farewells to the chief, the former thiefling went to Elushanira to claim what was his by right. His vast experience in shady dealings meant that Woljif was in his element. He became the best fence and fixer in the city. He always knew where to find reliable assassins when the next shipment of artifacts would arrive from Galarian, and which aristocrats were planning a coup for this month. After the victory, Sosiel returned home together with his brother. Now a famed Crusader hero, he humbly officiated at a temple of Shellen, painted, grew sweet-smelling fruits, and made the best wine in the region. His kindly smile faded only when people asked him to recount his experiences in the war. He would not deny them, but he would speak without embellishment, so that not a single listener would feel tempted to pick up a sword and leave in search of a hero's glory. When he returned home, Trevor restored the Shield of Shellen to its place in the church and swore never to pick up a weapon again. He tried to rediscover his wood-carving skills, but his wounded hands betrayed him, no longer willing to create beauty. The tormented fighter lived a quiet, peaceful life, helping his brother with his vineyard, all the while trying in vain to forget the horrors of the Abyss. Reginald Durang wrote a treatise on waging war against the demons, both a practical manual and a philosophical exhortation. And once that was done, he succumbed to the bleaching completely. He was posthumously reinstated in his order and buried with honors in the officers' cemetery. His treatise was used in all future wars against the Abyss by mortals, angels, and devils alike. Before he died, he managed to send a letter to the commander. Did it contain sincere farewells or a list of directives? Impossible to say. No one was privy to the contents except the recipient. After the victory over the World Wound, Greybor did not return to his former profession. After all, the war had shown him that gold was not a good enough reason to kill. Really? Oh, right, I did do that. Greybor went wandering, and every time he encountered dishonorable and scrupulous behavior, he would not deny himself the pleasure of a confrontation. In Avestan, the brave dwarf was reputed to be a noble knight-errant, but whenever he heard such a thing, he would just let out a good-natured chuckle. He simply enjoyed a good fight. How about that? You can actually change Greybor's outlook. How about that? Ursula had changed her nature, completely ridding herself of evil, but she would not dare to live among mortals. She took up residence in a small house away from their settlements. Shortly afterward, rumors began to spread. Some said there was a kind sorceress living in the cottage, or perhaps a reclusive saint, and people would come to her asking for help. She never refused anyone, and in time she earned their trust and friendship.
And what of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the World Wound. I joined the side of the person I had previously fought against. I saw the error of my judgment and the rightness of his. I helped to restore the world I had mutilated. I was saving it, healing it, up until the moment the wound on my chest claimed my life. I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the Commander's also. I believe the tale of such an illustrious figure would pique even a goddess's curiosity. Now you know everything. I await your verdict, goddess.
Silence hangs over the boneyard. The Lady of Graves is weighing her decision, and it seems the entire universe is holding its breath, awaiting her pronouncement. Who would dare break a silence so absolute? Can't save. Though you're no longer here, your mythic powers entitled you to a say in this ritual. Let's see. Diplomacy. I appeal to your mercy. The planes have suffered enough. Do not add to the evil already wrought with yet another act of evil. Appeal to your mercy. Of all the gods, Aeondy was the only one to fight against the World Wound. Even you, Pharasma, stood by and did nothing. Doesn't that suggest that the World Wound was not so great a threat to the universe, and Areelu's crimes were not as heinous as claimed? I appeal to your sense of justice. Great evil deserves a commensurate punishment. I appeal to your sense of justice. The world the gods created exists in delicate balance. Areelu Vorlesh should attempt to overturn that balance, which represents a direct challenge to you, Lady of Graves. Interesting. So you can either go be merciful or be harsh. Your words ring out in the silence. They're heard, considered, and given their due weight.
The laws of the universe have existed for millennia. They are incontrovertible. But even they allow the decider of fate some degree of influence over the verdict. You wrought great evil. But your deeds stemmed from evil done to you. You have acknowledged your guilt and done a great deal of good. Even the one who suffered most from your endeavors now appeals to me on your behalf. I see that now your soul is clean.
I want to see something here. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't mention. I think there's a note someplace in some lore thing that Pharasma is actually the last being that survived the last universe. Like, she's Galactus for Galarian, effectively, and the associated planes. She is Galactus in the Pathfinder universe.
I shall send you to Nirvana, plane of peace and spirituality, which is what your soul needs now. So be it. Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate, you have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. Go, live out the rest of your life. I look forward to tales of your future deeds.
The end. You've been playing 5D chess for the last hour, and you sort of understand the time travel. I mean, I understand it. I understand the mechanics of 5D chess and multiverse time travel. It just is really hard to keep track of. But that's that. That is the ending of the tale of Alexander Lichtman. He started off as an escaped alchemist from Geb, a necromancer with no necromance to call his own. And he ascended. Did he become a lich that rules over terror on Galarian? Or did he become the gold dragon who guards the world wound and somehow changes the demons that emerge from it? Who can say? Yeah, thanks. I mean, it's not like I did it the hard way. I did it on easy mode, but still. I did do it legit at one point. I did do it on core. Sort of. Yeah. Anyway, that is that. So the Adventures of Alexander Lichtman are completed, and thus this part of the Pathfinder playthrough. But I'm not done with this game yet. There are eight more paths to go through, and I want to see them. I want to see all of them, except for maybe like Demon. Demon I kind of don't want to see. It's not that interesting. The rest of them, though, seem interesting. So that's where I'm going to leave that for today, though. So next week, I'm not going to be playing this. This is the perfect time. I had to finish this off because next week I'm going to be off. I'm going to be literally off elsewhere. Yeah, thanks for stopping by as well, Phil. But yeah, next time we'll be in the new year. We'll be ringing in the new year with a brand new character who is going to take us through the rest of the paths. Going to try and blow through it rather quickly if possible. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave that. As always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. God, this game is great. How is this not Game of the Year? Or at the very least, like, best writing in game. Jesus Christ. People who didn't say this game is either Game of the Year or, like, the best storytelling game this year did not play this game. I'm struggling to think of many other games on this level. Like, Disco Elysium is the closest one. And I guess Kingmaker, but that doesn't really count. It's same company. Like, even at the very end, those two changes. I didn't kill Areelu. That just not doing that fight with Areelu, making that one change, changed all those things about the ending. Some bits were the same. Some bits you can't change, clearly. But a bunch of them completely changed. God, it's ridiculous. This game's ridiculous. There's even more options, too. Like, what happens if I became an evil dragon? What happens if I became an evil dragon and started doing this? There's evil dragon options. There's good lich options. There's all this stuff. Oh my god. This game's ridiculous. I can't actually do this game 100%. How long have I been playing this game for? How much? What's my time in this game right now? What's my current time in this game? My current time in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, looking at it right now, my current time is at 205 hours. I've completed 2 paths to, let's say, 80% completion. 80%. No, give me more credit than that. Let's say 90% completion. I got 90% completion on 2 paths out of 200 hours. Most of that was Lich, granted, but still. Oh my god. Oh, no, not even 90%. It is 80% because I still have to do. I would still have to do Evil Dragon and Good Lich, which is an entire playthrough. This game has so much in it. Granted, a lot of it probably doesn't change much, but still. God, this game's great. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave that. Again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the game with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, what have you. And is anyone else streaming? I can go raid real quick. See anyone else streaming Pathfinder? Yeah, here. Let's just send you to someone who just started. And by just started, I mean they are... Where are they? Lucianera? I think that's a Lucianera. Yeah. So, go say hi to Chaos Tricks 77. Enjoy the rest of your day. And see you next time.